Hi everyone, so today I want to try out these 3D embossing folder and die sets that I picked up from HSN the last craft day. I will say right off the top, HSN is having free shipping today site-wide, so I'm going to go ahead and link this there. Those would be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchase items to those links. So yeah, thanks for checking those out. Again, sometimes it might be embedded in the video, just under the description in there somewhere in the title, depending on how you're watching. So I'm going to try these out. I'll probably only try out one set because they do take some time, and I still have to come up with like if I'm going to use them on a card, a box, or what I'm going to do with that. I will say I recently did a tutorial on these Lisa Horton stencils and embossing folder, and I was mentioning that I don't see anywhere that they have an order or anything like that, but I did use them upside down, if you guys recall, because they should have gone this way, and there you go. So one, it's etched in there very, I don't remember seeing them when I hauled them either, but maybe I mentioned it. I don't know. You guys know I show so many things. I don't remember anything. 3, 4, and 5. So those are the order, which I did have in the right order. So that's cool. But I use them this way, and I saved the card, and everything's great. And the card's really pretty. And where did I put it? Excuse me. Well, here it is. So if you want to check out that video, please do. I believe the item is still available there on HSN, the bundle. That's the stencil and the embossing folder. But all I did was just reverse it in the embossing folder, and it worked out fine with the deboss instead of the emboss. But these embossing folders are really interesting. The Lisa Horton one is that she mixes relief and like where it's higher up or lower or pushed in or however. So it was hard to tell which one was supposed to go which way anyway. And it works out. It looks pretty. It worked out. But today, so I did want to make sure to follow up with you guys on that, because that is obviously my bad. I should have noticed that. So nothing has to do with the product. It was just I did not see it. So there you go. 3D embossing folder and die set. And again, HSN has free shipping today. It is Friday the 21st or something. So there you go. I will say a lot of the die press items aren't available anymore, and I don't know that they sold out. So I was going to release a different video today, but I was like, well, there's no reason to release it now because it's sold out anyway. So for the postcard kit, and I don't see how or why, when that happened. I never saw that it said a dozen left or whatever they do there on HSN. But oh well, quite a few items are not available there anymore. So hopefully you'll find what you're looking for if you were waiting for some of these other items. To have free shipping or whatever. So these are really cool. This is very thick. Now, I was going to use the, what's it called? Spellbinders Platinum 6. That's normally I use with things like this, but this looks a lot thicker. So hopefully this will work. Let me grab a Spellbinders 3D embossing folder so you can see. Because the whole thing is that I don't want to bring out a different machine. So this is kind of a bummer. We'll see. I don't know if you can see how thick this is compared to this one. How can I don't know how to best show that. Oh, maybe this end to this end, and then maybe I'll try to give it a measure, because this is a lot thicker. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I don't know if you can see. It's almost a whole, flap thicker. I'll make it work. We'll figure it out. So anyway, we'll figure it out somehow. This is an enlarged folder. What I was trying to say is I don't want to pull out a Gemini machine. 6 inches by 9. I do have the Gemini 2. I used it for the tutorial to review it. Maybe a couple times after that. I tried to use it during Create event, the Crop at Home event. I think the second one or something. And it was just destroying my papers. I was like, okay. And that's the thing. It has a lot of pressure. So I didn't take the time to try to figure out least amounts and try to get that through. I was just doing what they recommended, and it was just always destroying my paper. So I just stopped using it, even though it's an expensive machine. But what are you going to do? Couldn't return by that point. I'll leave the lily for later, but the lily is very similar, right? And I love the little stamens. It's really cute. And then obviously your pieces. I do like that this comes with leaves. So the Anna Griffin ones that I recently picked up, although it made a pretty flower, right? It doesn't come with leaves. And I don't know if in the auto ship there are other leaves. I didn't pay attention really to the presentation. I think it's an auto ship program, yeah. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll get leaves sometime. But let's go ahead and build up some of these guys. So we have these flowers. Looks like the largest one is metal to metal, about 2 inches. You have some leaves, which are really cute, 2 1/4 inch. And then, single leaf and some layers. So let me grab some paper, some cardstock, and we'll just get started. Okay, guys, so I just picked this from like my stash. I think I've used it in the past. It's fancy filigree 5-inch square pretty stuff. So I'll use this for my card base, but we'll get to that in just a moment. And then I just grabbed some different colors for this part. So we are going to have to cut these guys out, obviously one at a time. I'll go ahead and make a 3-layer one at least, right? I have some pink pearlescent paper here. And then maybe a couple smaller ones that are only the 2 smaller sizes. So like 1 larger rose and then 2 smaller ones that are just going to require these 2. I brought this out just to try and see what it looks like with foil paper, how this works. So we can do that just for an experiment. And then maybe some extra leaves. We have one at a time. I wish this would have been like a set of 3 at least, you know what I'm saying? So you can run them through and have 3 leaves at once, but oh well. So I'm going to run it through this guy just to have that through this one, but also through the green paper. So let's run those through a few times because we want to get all these guys going. And I'll be right back. So I just ran a few through, and if I need any more, you know, I think we're good as far as the flowers, but we'll see. Okay, and I mean, if you want to spray them with a little water, that's up to you. I should probably see how this runs through my machine before I get all these little pieces in here, and maybe they'll slip around and all that. So let's see. I'm gonna try. I'm thinking just a cutting folder. This is the universal system, and I'm thinking maybe just a platform and a cutting folder because that'll make it thinner. Maybe accounting for some of this. I don't know. Let's check it out. Again, that's because, you know, these are the machines I have. And I think, I think that might work. And maybe with a shim. Because right now there's no paper in there. So obviously it's not going to be a lot of pressure. I guess I could also, nah, that's okay. I was going to say I can do like a little trial run, but that's all right. Okay, so let's put this to the side. And then I might have to shim it. I think that's the best option. So just with the universal cutting system, a plate and a cutting plate. All right. So again, like I said, if you want to spray these with water, that's up to you. If that works out better, I'm just going to go for it since this is the first time trying them out. I'm trying to see the shape, and I thought that would be it, but no, it's not. Hold on. This way. That looks good. Okay. And maybe you want to bring them towards the center, however. Oh, I will say, Crafter's Companion, like I said, with the Lisa Horton one, it didn't say anything on her folder, so I didn't know what was the front or the back. Crafter's Companion puts their name on the back of the folder, so your paper should be facing, the right side of your paper facing the area that doesn't have their name or their logo, which is interesting. Everyone does it differently, it seems like. Okay. And then place these wherever you think they're safest. I don't know. I'm just placing them a little further into my project onto this board. I think that's nice. These guys, nice. You can just throw them wherever because they're all going to be the same. So let's put that there. It has a very, very delicate little stem. I'm very interested in seeing how that turns out once this gets squished. There and here. And then let's place this guy here. That little delicate stem really, I feel like it's just, we'll see. I'm not going to say anything. Let's not jinx it. What I was going to say is I feel like it's going to get ripped, but hopefully not. This guy looked perfect there. Yes, that's about right. Do you guys do it on this side? I'm putting it on this side instead of like embedding them on this side. It might be easier to put them on the other side just that they're laying down already. So, however you think works for you. No, how about this one? There we go. That's the right shape. Another medium-sized one. I kind of want to put them towards the inside, but there are no medium-sized ones toward the inside, so that's fine. There. This one's like the perfect size to put it here. See, I move this little leaf, and then maybe move this flower. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is scary. All right, there we go. And this last one here can go there. Okay. Oh, one more. These guys. I guess it has to go here. That's the only other. So you can put plenty on here. Obviously, you're cranking things out, you know, one at a time. But there we go. I'm going to put this down super carefully. Hopefully a lot of things don't move on me. Okay, that looks really pretty in there. Okay. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. My son was coming downstairs. Okay, so we got that on there carefully. The one thing. Hopefully I can feel some tension, like a little tightness, and then not have to do this again because I'm afraid to look at it and all those little pieces are going to move, right? It looks pretty good already. I can kind of see in there. That wasn't a lot of pressure, but I can see what looks like the paper was being affected somehow. Let me see if I can see one. Oh yeah. So I can see when I picked it up, it's like pushed it. Look, it's like pushed into the top, like it's stuck. So there we go. Okay, guys. So if you're using your universal plate system and a spellbinder system, the new one, right? Platform A, and then this guy. If you have the old system, A and B are basically one piece. So I don't really know how you're going to get that done because that's going to make it thicker even. I don't know what to tell you, but okay. I mean, that worked perfectly well. Okay, awesome. Right now, you know, HSN has the free shipping. Spellbinders has 25 off of 125. That's usually a really good time to buy their machines because you get 25 bucks off. If you're a current club member, you get 10% plus that 25 off. But you have to add $125 worth of stuff to your cart for that to go. Okay, again, I didn't spray it with water or anything like that. I just put them through. So we can go ahead and create these. You can still give them more depth, right? If you want them kind of popped up, but for right now they're pretty flat, but they are very dimensional. Okay. So again, when I put these things together, again, it can just be a couple layers. It doesn't have to be all 3 layers. And you're always wanting to kind of put them in a way that, if I push this down, look, it kind of pops up anyway. Just give them a little pinwheeling, a little, so they look different. I'm going to go ahead and put 3 layers on this, just so you see what that one looks like. And just kind of turn the petals a little bit. That looks kind of weird. Hold on. Maybe I don't want the petals like that. Maybe that way. It didn't look as nice and round, you know what I'm saying? It looked like it was pushing in a funny way. Okay, so that's one of them. And then again, I mean, these can use by themselves. They have a cute center. You don't have to layer them up at all. They can just be singles. See what I'm saying? Like something about that. Layer it in a way that looks cute and more rounded. That looks better. And then this guy. And then we have all our individual leaves. And I'm going to push these down. Hold on to those. And that one looks good there. Okay, I'm just going to push all these 3 down and I'll be back. Okay, we'll play with all these things later, but for now this is what they're looking like. Tons of texture, not a lot of height. But again, if you want to manipulate that, you know, you can definitely do that. These are just so pretty. And the little stem did not get obliterated. It kind of moved to the side. I don't know if you noticed when I was getting them out, the little stems kind of moved over. They didn't really stay in that little channel. So that's good. So perfect. Okay. Very good. All right. So I'm going to make a card base. If this is a 5-inch, I was thinking about making a shaped card, but to be honest, guys, I'm not going to. So I'm going to go ahead and make a card base. I guess a cream, well, I would like cream color card base. I want this, and I also want this. And I think that's it, but I'm trying to see, because this makes a matte layer, so it has a solid center. But then I was like, maybe I want to frame it. If I want to make it a frame, I would cut that and use this guy too, so that it makes a frame shape. So maybe I'll do that. Let me grab some paper. I'll be right back. Okay, a couple things. I'm going to go ahead and run this larger die through this awesome paper, the textured vintage papers from Die and Press. I'm going to run that through that. This guy, we're going to make, if that's 5-inch, I'm going to make a 5 1/4 inch card base. So this one, if I want 5 1/4 inches, that means it has to be 5 1/4 by 10 1/2. Is that right? So 5 1/4 by 10 1/2. So I'm just going to cut 1/2 inch off this. I guess I could just cut 1/2 inch and not extended the arm, but I will. Oh, my neighbor's calling his little puppy dog. It sounds like. If you heard someone, a quick yell there or whatever. Score at 5 1/4. All right. Okay. And then I'm going to run that one die through. And then this guy, should I go with more browns? I might run it through some brown paper. Oh, some gold, huh? I like this rose gold that I used for the leaves. It looks really pretty. Oh my goodness, can I get this off here? There we go, there we go. Whatever color I choose, whatever paper, I'm going to line these guys up together and put some tape. Obviously, we don't want these to move, and I'll run that through so I get this pretty intricate frame. I'll be right back. Oh, speaking of Spellbinders machines, I will say they have a new machine that is gorgeous, but right now, for some reason, I can't remember what it was. So this is the new one that came out with the lilac shimmer, right? And the Scout and all that, but now they have another one that is very pretty too, and I can't remember what the originator, like the design is about, but oh my gosh, it was very pretty. But like I said, I'll link all that stuff in the description box. Okay, so this one had a lot of detail. Oh, that's cute. I'm not going to use this one, but there it is. And I went with this cream color. This is a tonic paper. It's one of their, I want to say like coffee cream kind of named papers. Can't remember the exact name right now, but it's really pretty. And so a lot of times I like to rub these, like get these things out of here, rub this across here while it's still in the die because it just makes it easy. But I'm going to go ahead and pop that out. And if there are any of the little bits, we'll take care of those. And I'll be right back. So just a pearlescent paper is what I went with. I think what I was going to start today, but I think what I'm going to dive into next week is the Anna Griffin, like, simply scrapbooking things. Remember, I went through the whole Wildflower, the very first one, but I haven't gotten back to it since then, and I really want to, so I think that's what we'll do. I'm assuming this is symmetrical. Sure. So I'm just going to glue this down. I'll put most of the glue around the edges. So this paper was interesting. It has like a glossy coat on one side and the other side not so much. So I'm going to use the glossy coat side facing down. I like the natural look of this side. Very cool. And then we'll stick this down. I'm just going to stick it down completely. The reason I'm saying that is because sometimes you can pop it up. It looks really nice, but I'm just going to go around and add a little glue on the very edges. And then just pop it down centered over that. I'm just going to hold that down, and of course I'm going to put something heavy on top. Once I've held it down for a little bit, just to make sure it's nice and centered. And I will be back. I will say the very centers of these aren't like anything to write home about. I mean, it looks kind of sad. I'll probably put a rhinestone or a pearl in the middle. Pearl's probably better for this look. But, you know, just adding a little glop of glue and some glitter, a glitter center, like this stuff came from a Crafter's Companion kit. Something, you know, Nuvo drops, I don't know. It needs something, but I'll be back. Okay, let's see where we're at on this one. Very cool, lots of textures. And so again, you know how I do. I wouldn't normally put these things like here, maybe a sentiment or whatever else there. I am going to tape this down because she's very bouncy. Let me see about sentiments. I was thinking about maybe even, sorry, I just took a pause to see about a sentiment, and I was going through the Die Press ephemera. It's a little more juvenile looking, these things, but then we have this Love You. I thought that's nice. That's a nice one. So I think that'll be good. Just to add a sentiment. I mean, I'm sure I have tons over here in my little sentiment box, which I need to replace. It's getting a little crushed, a little beat up over here. But, okay, maybe something like that. And if I do that, maybe a little higher up. So it kind of takes up a little more space in here. So if that's the case, I'm just going to stick this down right here, if I can. Okay. And then I generally pop this like a top. And then we have the greenery. It's very pretty. I mean, I wasn't planning on using the rose gold, but that's really, really nice. Okay, something like that. And if I had some other like dimensional glue, I would definitely use that right now, but I'm gonna just put a ton of glue behind these guys because they are pretty dimensional, guys. So I'm gonna hold that down for just a little bit. I'm not squishing them, but I'm gonna hold that down. And I'll go ahead and do this one too. I feel like it's gonna tear right there on that one, but okay. I'll be right back. Okay, these guys do not want to stay down. I think what I'm going to do is bring this over here. Like, this one stayed down. That's good. I just want to put something on top of this to kind of hold it a little bit. Maybe we'll put some dimensionals on this just to give it a little more dimension, as the name suggests. Tons of glue behind this. Tons of glue behind this one. Oh my goodness, why is everything so delicate today? Like I hold to hold everything so gingerly. Okay. Okay, that's too buried. A little higher up. Yeah, there we go. Hold that down. I'm gonna put a couple dimensionals behind this guy, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, I know I said a couple, but I only put one. Right in here-ish. Oh, good. I can still move these guys around because I need to. Like that. Okay. And then since I did this goldish one down here, I was thinking about putting greenery in here too, but maybe just down more this way. To add a little something. That came out cute. I was just going to do that as an example, you know, the rose gold, but it looks really nice. The rest of everything here, okay. That one's not sticking down. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pop a little dimensional behind it because that's going to look nice anyway. So, just cutting this up. Didn't quite cut, but that's all right. Okay. Okay, that looks good. And then I still have these guys, and I can pop them in back here. To add a little more, right? And let's see. I don't know if I need both of them. We'll try it. Just because this other one has two, and we have them, so might as well use them. There we go. That looks very pretty. Okay. And then some centers for these flowers, because like I said, I feel like they need centers. Okay, I'll be right back. If I have the right pearls in here. I was gonna say gold ones might be nice for over here, but it is a rose gold already on there, so I don't know. Ooh, okay, pearly ones. I was thinking about green for the centers of the flower, but I don't know. See, I only have green. Do I have like pink? We have gold. Oh wait, hold on. We have something pink. It's very pink, but you know what? Let's go for it. And then, okay, maybe a tall one or a bigger one for the bigger flower. I do want to show you what these look like. So you can see there's like a little texture in there. And they don't all have to be pink in the center. You can mix and match, but I think I'm going to go for that. And then for the smaller guys, a medium size center. Really holding that down just because they do have quite a bit of dimension. My glue still isn't dry. You can see some glue peeking out right here. Okay. And then I brought these guys out because I thought we can still add some pearls and stuff, right? So a little something else. And that is our card for today. Yeah, easy to work with. I mean, it all worked out just fine, so that's always great. trying to see what I want to do here. Some little pearls. I usually do 3, you know. I try to make them look playful. Something like that. And I feel like there should be some over here if that's the case. I mean, normally I would put them right here, but there's already a thing on there, so let's put that there. All right, guys. Well, images coming up. I'll have the links again in the description box. Again, free shipping today on HSN. I'll have the Spellbinders tools and then some info about the sale there in the description box. So thanks for watching, guys. That was a lot of fun. I mean, from 0 to something, right? So there we go. Thanks for watching again. I'll have the images there. Links will be available, and I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.